Hello, welcome back to the Everyday Professional. I'm Shaun Spencer, and in today's video, I'm going to cover something that most people don't expect when using AI for the first time. Now, with the hype of AI and the launch of ChatGPT and other platforms, people thought this was a perfect time to jump in, let's play around with it, and let's see how it can improve my life. So what happens? We jump in, and we just start throwing stuff at it, and let's just see what happens. However, what I've learned is that when you jump in and you don't really have a plan, you start dumping information in, it can actually make your life a little bit more challenging. And what I mean by challenging is you become busier, but at the same time, accomplishing absolutely nothing. And yes, that was me. Years ago when I first started playing around with AI, I found myself just dropping information left, right. Some things didn't even make sense. The sequence didn't make sense. I would jump from, okay, let's work on my coaching program. How do you do this? How do you do that? And there was no real plan, which happens to a lot of people when they first start with AI. And then what follows that is information overload, decision fatigue, which is basically so many decisions to make, you don't know which one to do, and you end up getting more confused than AI actually helping you. And also one of the biggest things is you're left with a load of unfinished work, which means AI has actually made you unproductive and unsuccessful in the things you're trying to achieve. So after years of using it, I've arrived to the point these days where I realized I was making a lot of beginner's mistakes. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys may be making the same mistakes. But there are a few key things to pay attention to and to look out for in order to make your experience using AI, whether you're using ChatGPT, Perplexity, DeepSeek, Claude, whichever the platform is, there are a few things to kind of keep in mind that'll make your experience much better than a lot of other people, including myself in the past, and make you far more productive. And with that said, let's jump right to it. First is what I call the honeymoon stage. And this is basically you've got this new toy, you want to see how powerful it is. And it's like having a new shiny ball. You say, okay, let's see what it can do. Let's see what it can do. And you just, again, you start flooding it with information. And what happens is we mistake that power for productivity. But realistically, we're literally just going into the wormhole and we're literally all over the place, dropping information, looking at a response, throwing in another question, getting a response, not becoming satisfied. And basically, that honeymoon phase, everything's exciting and you want to drop as much information as possible. So to fix this, the best thing to do is to make sure every AI session, meaning every time you log into your AI or you decide you want to use it, make sure that specific session has one goal in mind. Meaning I'm using ChatGPT for this purpose, for this session. Now, of course, if you leave the computer and you come back later on, same thing, focus on one goal at a time. Next up is the research spiral. This is basically where you're dropping in endless information, learning about different tools, testing this out. Basically, again, you're all over the board testing out all the functionality of AI and what it can do. And you find yourself doing that all day long, looking at this tool, looking at that tool. How does ChatGPT respond to this? How does DeepSeek like that? What does Journey do, Midjourney do? And you confuse learning these different things to, okay, I'm building something by looking at these things. And realistically, yes, you have learning about different functions, but you're not getting anything done. So a quick fix for that would be do time sessions, meaning do 30 or 45 minutes at a time. This way, you don't find yourself 3 hours in and achieving absolutely nothing, or I'm working on the same thing, or maybe only two things, but realistically, I've done nothing but wasted a whole lot of time. So choose a time frame. Let's say it's an hour. Let's say you want to go for an hour. Okay, 20 minutes for this, 20 minutes for this, and 20 minutes for this. And then after that time frame, stop. Back up, take a break, rest your eyes, rest your mind, go and do something completely different. This will help get you out of that cycle of going over and over and over again, dropping information, and you find yourself 3-4 hours in and not achieving anything. Next up is the shiny object trap. Now, this is when you start brainstorming, you start thinking, oh, I can create this, I can create that book I've always wanted to, I could probably write it through here. Oh, that business I've always wanted, I can do this. Oh, wait a minute, I can learn another language, and what happens is you just start dumping ideas and things you would like to do. And to be perfectly honest, this has absolutely nothing to do with your goal. So for example, you could start by saying, okay, I'm looking for a business plan for my business and coaching. And then you find yourself, oh, digital products, okay, cool, I can have one. Oh, wait. Maybe I can build a business with digital products. Oh, wait, okay, digital products. Yeah. Okay, Canva. I never heard of Canva. Let me go to Canva. Let's see what's happening there. This is what happens from time to time. And I went through it in my first 2 years, struggling because I'm all over the place. I have all these cool ideas and I've strayed away from the main reason why I started this actual session. And now I'm 7 projects in. I have my Apple Notes set up. I have projects all over the place. And again, getting absolutely nothing done. So the quick fix is figure out what you want to research and stay right there. Don't allow yourself to veer off. If you do have an idea, put it in the Apple Notes, write down the idea, but don't expand on it. Stay with what you're trying to do for that session. Now, if you want to pick up another session down the line, sure, go ahead and do that, and you can explore that particular idea. Next up is a big one, and the one that I struggle with the most, which is basically becoming overwhelmed. There's so much information that AI can produce for you, and it will not stop. As much as you keep throwing stuff at it, it's going to keep responding. If you keep asking questions, it will give you answers. And what happens is you end up with multiple tabs open on the side of your menu section. Like I can tell you right now, I probably have about 10 or 15 tabs that are open, and I don't even know what the first tab says, nor the second, third, fourth, or fifth. I just know it's in the first tab that I'm on, I think. But yes, you can completely get overwhelmed, and what ChatGPT does and a lot of the different platforms do is, after a while, it'll tell you you've reached your limit and to start a new chat. So when you start a new chat, it throws that previous chat off to the left into your menu, below your menu section. Now you started a whole new session, and here you go again, boom, 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 boom. So getting overwhelmed with tons of information, it is extremely easy for that to happen. So a quick fix for that is decide what's important for this week. What is my main goal? What do I want more than anything? And you can start there. Don't try to dump a whole lot of information and start rambling off into the ether. Focus on the one thing that you want to achieve and then work from there within that same space. Again, don't get tempted because it will happen, because AI will get your mind going. You'll think, what if I do this? What if I do that? And next thing you know, you're back in a wormhole and you're 3 hours in, like we said previously. So focus on what matters most, not what you can have fun doing. So there you have it, just a few mistakes that I made in my past. Yes, spending hours on the shiny ball syndrome, the honeymoon phase, getting overwhelmed, and so much more. And there's other things that I've experienced as well, but these are just a quick few just to kind of help you guys out and let you know that, hey, if you're going through this, here are a few things that can help you get out of it. And sometimes we may not know. Some of you guys may be doing the same thing, making the same mistakes, just like myself. But here are a few things that can kind of help get you out of that situation and help you to not get lost in the ether with AI, because it can absolutely confuse you or make you think you do a whole lot of work and being productive, and realistically, you're just wasting time. And also, that goes for any AI platform, whether it's ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude, it really doesn't matter. So definitely keep these things in mind. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or if you have any experiences with this, definitely drop me a comment. Always love to hear from you guys. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.